scenes. Are we gonna make it on pump?
Okay, U3's live too.
Going? Okay, cool. We should be getting the pump stream over there soon.
Yeah, it's over there. I see it. The countdown, that's fire. I'll be quiet.
Okay, I'm not getting it on mine. That's weird. I'm gonna exit and start. Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm getting this live stream out the pump. It wasn't working at the last second, so I'm redoing it one more time. But do me a favor, guys. If you're late, if you're early, you're on time. If you're here, you're early. But give me a favor, repost the stream. Oh, that's why it's not working. Oh, yeah, I'm on the wrong stream here. My bad. I forgot we're streaming to the CSOP token today on pump. So that's why we didn't get the let me retry this one more time, baby. Gonna remove it. Gonna put it back. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties, baby. Technical difficulties. Pump staking. What's up, pump? Now we're really going live, baby. We're sending this out to pump staking everywhere. We're getting it rolling. Guys, do me a favor. Repost the space. Say what's up. We're gonna play some poker today. The CSOP token has some action on it. CSOP is having a problem getting in on the action from pump. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start these first two intro songs. Guys, do me a favor, repost the space, all that good stuff. Let me get the screen share up. Little slow start with the technical difficulties. Still figuring some of this stuff out here. But we got First Day Hustling by yours truly. Like I didn't have nowhere to go, but I've always had a strong network, strong people around me, my friends, my family. They've always helped me do that. You know, there were times where I might have stayed on my homies, the Bogles, couch for weeks. Homie Casey, I got his door kicked in, selling out of his house. Shit, man. You know, I remember being on the bus, driving past those lots and seeing those luxury cars. Like, man, one day I'm gonna afford those. And people looked at me like I was crazy. But I want to say thank you because my haters have given me just as much inspiration as my support. So I love all you all equally. You guys keep hustling hard. I'll see you at the top. Check it.
Pass me the scale, I need that shit weighing right. Connect, been on the road driving all night. I remember being on the block better than pork slice, thinking I'll do whatever it takes to better my life. Being broke did something to my spirit. No matter what I got, they claim they couldn't hear it. Look at me now, driving German engineering. I'm drunk, grab the Tether, there's no way I should be steering. Damn, Graham, we used to grab them peas, hit the block, break it down and straight start them fiends. All right, Mike, grip the steel, get on the bike. We was only 14, but we was about that life. All the stupid shit we did, I can't believe nobody died. It's D-Block, bitch, but the money along the alphabet. Cross me and I'll cross you off this real. Please do not forget them other cats is counterfeit. We don't have an ounce of it. Never learned how to quit. That's why I sold a lot of shit. Started off with some bricks, graduated to some keys. How do you think I learned business? I ain't got no degrees. Sitting in a suit, getting loot, but I was blowing trees. Don't want to, but I'll shoot. You won't put my fingers, don't freeze. Please don't go hard on me. I get a pumping like an artery. The game is only for starters, G. On the bench where you should be a baller and a player, but you'll never see me hoop. But you know what I say, and if you ever see me shoot, no matter how you compute, the odds are in my favor. I can bring death or I can be your savior. In St. Louis City, dog, it's like that if you stay here. If you ain't bigger than stay clear, cause normal brews do not adhere. 9 a.m. we drinking beer, 10 o'clock on the block. Hours later, social rockets back to the party spot. Start the cops and smoking pot. I'm living life with all I got. The city's top of the game at night. My PO is 5 years, not a day lower. Nigga, boy, told that bitch, holler at me when she's sober. I'm a felon, that's what's up. You think I ain't got that lower, bro? You wrong, got the Glock, drop the head off your shoulders. Boom! Might fuck around and drop an album. You know, just listen to it. Just one album.
Might drop an album, baby. I got 2 songs for you though right now. I got pumping up some charts. We're about to pump these charts. Do us a favor, repost it. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Repost the page, repost the stream. Say what's up in the comments. I got some poker cooking over here.
Repost the stream. Andrew, the music went away.
What'd you say?
The music went away. Yeah, it stopped playing. Elon's trying to take us out, my boy.
Well, guys, we lost the music somehow, some way, someplace. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but yeah, I'll go ahead and get some poker up. We will get this thing kicked off and get into it here. But guys, yeah, we I didn't get a chance to fully finish like my blood. Spoke my blood a little bit. We didn't get the full intro music, but guys, this is Crypto and Poker, powered by Coin Poker. Since we missed out on some music, let me go ahead and get this this poker up for us. There we go. Got some poker up here, baby. Oh, actually, you guys can't see it yet. Now we got some poker up, baby. But yeah, guys, this is Crypto and Poker, powered by Coin Poker. It's my decentralized poker room of choice. Man, if you are a Web3 poker player or any poker player in general, it's a site that you want to check out, and you probably check it out ASAP because they got three main reasons I'm really liking it right now. One, there's 150% deposit bonus. So you put in 1,000, you're gonna have 2,500 in your account. It's free money. Well, you got to play through it a little bit, but you get some free money in your account. Now, number two is they got some of the best rake back that I've ever seen. Oh, I got Ace King of Hearts down here, baby. They got some of that best rake back that I've ever seen. They have their token called Chip. They're a decentralized casino, right? So they got their own their own token. When you pay rake out of your buy-in or your hand, 50% of it you pay in Chip. The other 50% you pay in USDT. But at the let me 3x this fool right here. The every Monday, 33% of the total amount that you pay into rake, you get back in Chip deposited to your account. So you get some free money every Monday coming back to your account. So there's free money on top of free money when you're oh, I got the ace to the king here, baby. I'm gonna get a little sneaky and try to trap this guy here a little bit. But you get some free money. You get free money back, and the third reason is, hey, they're a decentralized protocol. No, I'm gonna jam his ass. They're a decentralized protocol, right? So you can deposit your favorite crypto coins of choice. You can deposit USDT, DT. You can deposit Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. I normally suggest USDT on Polygon, but that's just because it's the cheapest with the fees and stuff. But guys, get over there, check it out. Use the pin post in my profile if you're following from X to go ahead and create an account. If you're following from YouTube or LinkedIn, the link to create an account is in my in the description of the space or of the stream. If you're on Pump, and we're streaming the CSOP token on Pump. CSOP actually has 50% of my profits in this token, this tournament today, by the way. But they're streaming the Pump. Listening in from Pump, make sure you click the link that's listed as the website and go ahead and check it out. Also, guys, this stream is powered by Dope. It's my main token on Pump.fund. Be dope, buy dope, sell dope for profits. I want you guys to sell dope for profits, right? Who's ever told you sell dope for profits? Me. I told a lot of people to sell dope for profits, but this time it's legal, right? So get yourself a bag of dope. The CA is listed on my profile on X or in the description and anywhere else over here. But yeah, I got some cool stuff planned for dope, man. We're gonna do some dope stuff with dope. So be dope, buy dope, sell dope for profits, and then rinse, wash, and repeat. Right? You can do it all again. But I got the homie Timbo here. We got some other homies that should be showing up shortly. I'm gonna grind this poker for a little bit, give everybody a chance to show up, or a few more homies a chance to show up, and then we'll get into some topics I got scheduled for us to talk about.
Yeah, bro. We're here locked in with you. I'm ready to watch you play some poker. I'm going to have to dip off here in a little bit and go help my wife do some laundry. She told me today I got to help. So I'm going to do that so I don't get hit with a frying pan. But until then, bro, I'll be here locked in. And we're live streaming on NKU, getting it locked in, baby. Over here conspiring. Isreal did it. I'll just go ahead and say it.
What's the ticker? Isreal did it. I wonder how much Israel's rug from the ecosystem. We're talking about Isreal a little bit today, though. There's a topic about Isreal getting some wallets blacklisted, so it's worth talking about, baby.
They that's crazy. I didn't know that had happened until you said something earlier on Space, and that was the topic, bro. But that mixed with World Liberty 5 blocking out Justin Sun and like other things happening, bro. I think it's that you think that's like maybe we won't see regulation, right? But we'll see certain institutions or certain people getting blacklisted from buying shit. Like, I guess, I don't know.
Dude, I never even considered that, but yeah, I could totally see certain groups of people being blacklisted from buying stuff.
Bro, imagine you just get on a heater, right? And you're tearing shit up, like, but legitimately, not, insider trading or nothing. You're just out here trading good. And people are like, you know what? I don't even want that wallet in my project. Like, they're all about their like, you could do that, bro.
You could. I didn't even think about that.
It's wild. Like, I know certain people that have smart contracts that, like, when they deploy, like, they have a certain list of quote unquote KOLs in some of their side wallets, and they'll literally block them out from buying their contract because they know that they'll like buy low, they'll ape super low and snipe it and just sell high and not really care about the health of the project.
Ooh, pocket aces, baby. Let's spike an ace. Baby. Well, yeah, dude, there's tons of influence. Now, I guess it's impossible to police fully because everybody can create a new wallet, but
right.
Dude, I think that could be the future, though.
Man, you see, when you start seeing countries blacklist folks from doing it, I mean, that's the whole part of decentralization, right? Is to be decentralized, and in my head, that means the powers that be as well. And when they start locking you out of shit, it's like, oh, everybody was wanting regulation. Everybody's screaming about scammers. Is this what it looks like for you? Hope you ain't trading high. And then, bro, like, not just that, Isreal's in the news. Did you watch Candace Owens yesterday? I'm not trying to politicize nothing, but did you see her live stream yesterday?
I didn't see it, but I heard about it. Do you want to fill people in that might not have heard about it?
Bro, she called Natasanyu out big time, dog. Like, basically, because he was one of the first people to like put RIP Charlie Kirk online. First of all, like, you're at war with like 80 countries right now. What does Charlie Kirk have to do with Isreal for you to stop what you're doing and make a post about it? You know what I mean? And then you were one of the first ones, but he read a letter out loud that allegedly Charlie wrote him, like saying, that he was going to come to Israel or something, or like he was just being really nice. And Candace Owens is like, no, that's not the letter, bro. Like, read the real letter Charlie wrote you. And allegedly he had just turned down $150 million from Isreal to get injected into Turning Point. He literally had just turned down that money, and it would have his Turning Point at the time was only worth $140 million. So he was being offered literally his whole company just to like endorse Isreal, and he rejected it, bro. So I don't know, man. It's a slippery slope.
No, it is, man. I saw the summary of that yesterday, and that Charlie was offered a bunch of money and turned it down, and pretty much tried to be bullying, not speaking up against Isreal. But it makes sense, man. He took some money from some some wealthy people.
It's one of those things, bro. The puppeteer can't get out of line, right?
And again, this wasn't the topic of the show, but it is something to talk about. I think that's why they did it to where everybody could see, because that was like the unspoken message to all the other influencers that spoke out against Israel, to like, dude, we'll take out the biggest one of you if you take money from us and don't keep up your end of the bargain, which is, simping for Israel whenever you're asked. That's good. Hermit, how you doing, mate?
Doing all right. I'll get back on here in a second. Hold on.
Oh, all good. No rush, man. I was getting everybody a chance to get here and stuff. Just casually vibing right now, guys.
Damn, there's two of me. What up, twin? My bad. My homie called me on Snapchat, and right when you were answering me, it knocked me off the stream, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good, homie.
It's just a crazy world we live in, right? Like, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, you stand on what you believe in. You start talking about something, and you can get plugged. Like, that's a dangerous world. When conversation ceases and action ensues is kind of where shit starts to go askew. But I've seen a lot of. I don't think I do want to say this. I don't think that he definitely didn't deserve it. Right? He was way before his time. All that, but I feel like it brought enough attention that his death wasn't in vain, if that makes sense. And I'm trying to be like super respectful, but I've seen a lot more people come to church this week and talk about going to church than I've ever seen. So maybe it lit a fire under some people's ass and made them see it for what it is, bro. But yeah, definitely and I mean, hey, shout out to Charlie Kirk, RIP, and his foundation, Turning Point. Maybe this will be a turning point for America, you know?
No, it truly might be. It's I don't get like, I don't want to make it political, so we'll get off the subject here, but I don't think they've realized what they did, like the left as a whole, when they killed him, and then the collective response that they had to it, right? To where like maybe you don't want to put out a sympathy post for him and his family because you didn't like him. That's fine. Nobody's saying you had to do that. But the celebrations, right? And people being like, well, he did kind of deserve it, even if they weren't celebrating, saying, going that far. And then you have a small handful. I'm not going to say you don't have any, but you don't have the masses checking people and being like, hey, what's wrong with you for doing that? To where if it happened on the right, you'd have everybody checking somebody and being like, hey, this ain't the look you want, man. You need to look in the mirror and evaluate yourself. And that just doesn't happen on the left. But I think that's going to cause a mass exodus from people that they voted left because they thought the left was good people and Trump was the bad orange guy, So yeah, I think the impact here is going to be pretty big.
King Queen suited, baby. Oh, that's not suited. My bad.
I thought it was suited first too. I was
I got excited. I got excited, bro. I thought them was two spades.
Oh,
nah, I wasn't trying to just preach on it, but it's like it just, I don't know, dude. And then with them blacklisting people from buying, and then like their control that they already have within the banks, bro. I think that might be our form of regulation that comes in. It might not come in as laws per se for decentralized currency, but just imagine if your government just blacklist you from a blockchain. Like if they had a backdoor into Phantom, if they had a backdoor into whatever, maybe that's what our regulation is going to look like. Is them getting into these platforms and literally shutting off people's ability to buy and trade.
No, I could totally see that, man. And especially like you mentioned, blacklisting a country. I can see that becoming a thing for sure.
I mean, Pump did it with India, right? Like they made it to where they couldn't access the platform. I mean, it's already and I mean, with all due respect to all the other launch pads out there, I mean, Pump is the flagship for the trenches, right? Like the amount of money in it, the amount of eyes on it, and especially with the streaming thing, I think they're going to emerge as a really big power that be not just in crypto now, but branching out into non-crypto. I mean, the streaming has crypto related to it, but it's drawing people that have never done crypto before to start streaming on their platform. So, I don't know. I think like blacklisting, just imagine, dude, you're in a country, you have no ill will, you haven't done anything wrong. You're just going to school trying to make money, and it's like, yeah, your country can't trade pump fund tokens. Bro, that would be so fucked. Like, I feel bad for the people that didn't do anything. But yeah, dude, that's
how much liquidity they were extracting, where Pump was like, hold up, your country is extracted too much liquidity.
Bro, it had to be, for Pump, out of all the platforms that, like, you know, all the bad stuff that's happened, all the good stuff that's happened, like, you would think Pump wouldn't really give a shit, but if it got to a point where they were like, hold up, bro, we gotta turn your shit off.
Y'all are out of control.
Bro, they were straight up, like, I did see a crazy statistic in, like, March. It was on tokens that hadn't graduated yet, it was like fucking 1 out of every 3 was either a honeypot or a rug in February or March. And bro, like, that was before the ban. So I can see that, like, them having such a crazy statistic of like just hoeing people over that they get banned from the platform as a whole country.
Yeah.
Hey, imagine it was just one group of people. They were doing the world so bad that they got their whole country banned. Damn. Straight up heathens, bro.
That's funny. Dude, interesting spot here.
Them is suited.
These were suited. I don't know what that guy called me with. That was a weird flat there. Okay, I figured I was good with the flat. Maybe I should have value bet there. Might have missed a bet.
Hey, what does muck mean?
Oh, it just means you're throwing your hand in without showing it.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of times, and it's more of a thing that's done live, but like a lot of times, like, or not even a lot, but like sometimes somebody will be bluffing and they don't want to show their hand, so they'll just muck it. And you know, if the hand's mucked, the winner takes the pot. Or like I've mistakenly, if you play live, it's not a bad idea to, you know, on the river, if there's a called bet, to always turn your hand over. Because one time I mucked the best hand in like a $600 pot. Actually, I've done it twice. Once I did it and they were both around $500 to $600 pots. Once I did it by mistake, and because I had misread my hand, and then I realized what I had because the dude next to me had seen my hand. And then the other time I had a pair of threes, and it was just like a weird scenario to where I thought everybody, there were like 4 people in the pot, but I thought everybody had just missed the flop. So like I bet the turn big, and everybody calls, and then something like it's like an ace, a king, something like that hits from like, one of these motherfuckers has to have it. And I picked up my card just to start mucking, because when I saw a dude turn over, I thought I saw the king, but he turned over a jack, and like so I had mistakenly mucked my hand, and like I would have won a $600 pot with a pair of threes, and it was like it kind of sucked to mess that one up. But no, I don't. To my knowledge, I haven't made that mistake since. Oh, he shoved on me with aces, baby. Let's go. Spike an ace. Let's spike an ace. Spike an ace. I'll take it. Double up, baby. Not double up, but nice win. Nice win. Yeah, I got some poker people coming on here too, so we'll talk a little bit of poker. Actually, I guess announcement is Coin Poker is coming on Sunday, so we're gonna do a special episode Sunday. We'll have a stream on Sunday. I'll be streaming a tournament or two Sunday, and then they'll be on here. They're bringing on another poker stringer to come hang. That'll be pretty cool. And then we got who else do we got from poker? Some poker stuff coming on. But I don't want to say any names. So there are a couple people I'm talking to, but I'm not 100% confirmed yet. You back yet, Hermes?
Yeah, I am. I was gonna jump in, but earlier, but I didn't. So obviously, okay. So here's my question. So to start doing some pump streams, I need to get StreamYard, like a subscription, correct?
So you could just it depends how you want to do it, right? Say you just want to start streaming directly to Pump today. You could just go to Pump. You have it being a I'm sure Clutch would give you the Groctimus wallet. You get on the Groctimus wallet and just start to stream. It can do it from your computer or your phone, whatever. Now, if you want to send it to multiple places, or if you want to jump on this stream and be able to send it to Pump, you'd want to create a paid StreamYard account. They'll give you like a week for free. You use my link though if you're gonna do it. It's like $85 a month though. Just so it's not cheap or anything. It's not like a $5 subscription or anything.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Cool. Because I was just curious because like I was like, all right, if I'm gonna do it, like I can't just sit there and be like, I'm ready to stream for Groctimus or anything like that. So it's good. Like, so I just need to talk to Clutch about getting the wallet for Groctimus then.
Yep. You get that.
Okay.
And then we can figure out the rest from there, how you're gonna send everything and stuff.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. I'll keep working, or like not say working, just mulling it over, because I think that would have that's just basically the biggest hurdle, is just being like, all right, I need the wallet so I can actually stream, but then I don't want to be a security liability either. So anyways, yeah, cool.
You're not the dude I'm worried about getting hacked or anything, no.
You never know, dude. I've done some stupid stuff before. I just never connect. One time I was trying to get into this stupid Discord server. You know, when they would sit there and be like, here's some invites or whatever to the Discord server, and they'd like cap it.
Yeah.
Dude, I got on one of those. Mind you, what they got was like $5. But like after it had happened, I was just like, what happened? And I was just like, son of a bee. I was like, man, it was one of those deals where I was just like, man, I really wish like that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Don't go clicking links, and watch your Discord servers. I'll just say that. It was so annoying though, because I was just like, my gosh, why do they keep doing this? Like, you got to get into the Discord server. Here's the link, or here's the it was either the link or the little code, and you just, once that was used up, those scammers were like immediately using that exact same thing, and no, just connect your wallet and hit the transaction button, confirm the connection, all that nonsense. But whatever, it was like back when ordinals were really starting to rip. So it was a couple years ago. But yeah. All right, cool. I'll have to talk to Clutch about it then.
Yeah, get with Clutch. Let me throw. Oh, here's Massimo. We got the homie Massimo. All right, we got Massimo here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw out some of these crypto topics, and we can get to some crypto discussion here, and obviously talk about what you guys got cooking and all the stuff you guys got planned for the day and futures and stuff. But when we started, Timbo and I were indirectly talking about it because we were having some discussion on before the stream started. But Isreal linked 187 wallets to Iran's Revolutionary Guard, then Tether blacklisted those wallets. I'm curious how you guys feel about this. You know, I've got a lot of thoughts about it, but and several different feelings, right? But I'm curious how you guys feel about it. Next thing I want to get into is Fidelity predicts that Bitcoin will have 25% of its supply locked up, you know, illiquid by corporations like MicroStrategy, governments, all that good stuff, holding it by the end of the year. Do you guys think this is possible? What do you guys think about that? We'll talk about that a bit. Final topic is American Express launched a travel stamp NFT on Base, so you can go somewhere get it, get your NFT stamp. I think it's kind of cool, right? But do you guys think this is a signal that, oh, this guy just stacked off to me when I got the nuts? Thank you. Come again. Thank you. Come again. America. What do you guys think? This is a sign that NFTs are heating up. But yeah, let me check in with everybody, and then want to hear you guys' thoughts on Isreal here on the check-in, or we lost Timbo, but I'll check in with Herman and Massimo, and we'll talk about what you guys think about this Isreal stuff. But Herman, we had you here first, man. What do you think about Isreal getting these wallets blacklisted?
I mean, I heard about it, and I think the thing is it's like it comes down to, are they really linked to the Iranian Guard or whatever, is IRGC or IRG or whatever? Like, are they really? Is it really them? Like, is it really linked to them, or is it just somebody that Isreal is just like, yeah, we don't like these people, so let's screw them over, and and then Tether's just like, all right, we'll just blacklist them. Like, it's to me, it's overstepping bounds. Like, at that point, like, now, because now you just like, okay, these wallets are blacklisted, and it's like, it just guarantee those wallets interacted with other wallets. So are you just going to start blacklisting all of them? And at some point, how far does it keep going? You know what I'm saying? So, like, the whole point of crypto was to not be like debanked or anything. And it's just like, well, apparently you can still be debanked with anything. So it's definitely, I wouldn't say it's bullish. I mean, it's one of those deals, like, we've talked about it. Like, criminals are going to do criminal things, and they're going to figure out other ways to do their criminal things. And you're just going to punish, like, law-abiding citizens. So it is what it is. Like, there's nothing I can do about it, but, don't get on the bad side of Isreal, I guess.
That is the real lesson here. Don't get on the bad side of Isreal. Oh, I got Ace King suited.
I mean, it's just like I said, it's overstepping bounds and has the potential to screw over a lot of people. And we were talking about Monero yesterday, and I mean, it's just like, okay, well, we're going to need better privacy coins at this point as well. So, like, criminals are going to do criminal things, but then you're going to have people who are, innovative enough and aren't, like, hindered by the fact that, like, you know what, it's like, we see a problem, we have a solution, this is it. And the innovation, as far as I'm concerned, can most of the time happen faster than the government can move, but it's just like this never-ending battle at that point, which just gets annoying. And I'll shut up now.
No, I'm with you on a lot of the takes there, Hermit, that we did start this to not be able to be debanked, but if the main stable coin is able to essentially debank people, like, what do? So it's tough in my opinion to figure out exactly the best. Oh, I'm gonna fold this guy. Unbelievable. But yeah, so I guess just the one thing too is also it's like, okay, we're taking Israel's word for this, and I'm assuming they went with some evidence. But like, how do we really know, how connected all these wallets are to that person? Or like, how do we know that like one of them wasn't some guy that, I thought was a Nigerian and I paid to be a raider for a week. So I sent him $50 and then he sent $25 to the Iranian guard or whatever. Cause that's just what he does right now. Like my wallet's blacklisted too. Cause I just hired this random dude. It just doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of checks and balances there.
And that's kind of, I wasn't thinking about in terms of like, hey, I just paid this guy to be a raider for me, like his little crew, and you like you said, it's like who knows who he's hiring, like nobody knows, it's just all right, cool. That was actually an Iranian guard member, and now you're blacklisted because you inadvertently like sent money there, or like money that you had was sent there. I don't know. It is what it is. Like I think that's just something we're just gonna have to learn to deal with at this point.
Yes, it's a tough topic to wrap your mind around. Then I also like the whole privacy coin thing. I think there's gonna be one way around it. But then again, what do they do? The people that use the privacy coins they don't like. Let's throw it over to Massimo. Check in with Massimo. Massimo, how you doing, homie? Good to see you on here. And what do you think about Israel getting these wallets blacklisted that were connected to the Iranian Revolutionary Guard?
So this is a funny topic right now, just given the timing, due to the conversation that I actually got into last week, completely just random and unexpected as well. Hold on one second. Sorry, I'm just plugging this laptop in. All right, sorry. But so I have three brothers, as most of you guys have heard me mention at least once or 7 times.
4.
Obviously, my youngest brother, Gunnar, he's the one in crypto. But all 3 of them either are or have been at one point very high level military, specialized military. And I also dabbled a little bit. Let's just say this, believe it or not, and I don't know if I've ever had this conversation. At one point when I got out of college, and I met a couple guys, as wild as it is, I met them in Chicago. They ended up knowing my father without knowing who I was prior. And I guess they, at that time, were looking to fast track some that fit a specific, I guess, look, we'll say, for the FBI. And I did start down that path at one point, to be completely honest with everyone. I don't know if I've ever spoke about this. There's a big facility in Chicago that's funny, you don't even know is an FBI facility at all. And I stayed close to the handful of those guys, and I made some friends with a handful of guys that were at the FBI and CIA level, used to be. And the stories that I've heard about what on paper, right, people would say is one of our greatest and biggest allies. I will say this: U.S. military in particular, but government obviously as well. There is a lack of trust there at that level. So there's something, and you can find this online, that details it even more. But one of the stories I heard is that most of the times when outside embassies come into the States, it's like they're bringing in gifts, right? Think like Trojan horse style, right? But like not necessarily with the intention of it being a Trojan horse. Like they're just bringing in gifts, right? The U.S. had to tell Israel that they are no longer able to bring anything into the White House. As a matter of fact, they wouldn't even let them have their meetings at this point, or at that point, any longer on the grounds of the White House or on the Oval Office. Every single time they came in, they tried either the gifts that they were giving or planting a bug every single time over I don't know how long the stretch of this period was, right? So my point is that there's some legitimacy to the questioning and concerns, because at the end of the day, it's consider our biggest allies on paper, continuously tried to bug the White House, the Oval Office, and collect intel and information is literally as much as possible, to the point to where, I can't sit here and say they're the only country that's not allowed to bring gifts or bring anything in the White House, but they are blacklisted from doing so. So I think if anyone has any concern about what's going on or this or that, I mean, not to say that Israel doesn't have a justified reason to do so, but I think it's something that needs to be looked into, just given their track record of deceit on that level.
So,
by the way, I love my life. I don't want to hurt myself. No, I'm just kidding.
I've heard kind of like rumors of there not being much trust, at high levels of government or, in intelligence agencies when it comes to Israel and stuff like that. I didn't know that they were banned.
It's a literal fact. And there are people that have been displaced or left the CIA or FBI that literally have been verbal and talked about it as well. Like it's insane. And they're like, come on, like you guys can't keep doing that. Like part of the conversation, they're like, what are you doing? They're like, oh, we got to try. It's like, what do you mean you got to try? Like, what do you mean?
It was every single gift that they brought to the CIA every time they came to visit, and they X-ray every package. And they literally told them, they were like, "What are y'all doing?" They were like, "We hope one gets through." They literally every package, bro. So they stopped letting them come to the CIA building for like official tours. They don't even allow them on the grounds anymore.
That's hilarious. But yeah, I also, one thing that's not really talked about is the USS Liberty. Like Israel bombed the shit out of the USS Liberty one time, and then it just got shrugged off and nothing really happened about it.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that if you took the time to understand and get to know the details of, that you'd question. That's for sure. And I think, at the end of the day, we can't be too safe, especially when it comes to national security.
I'm with it. It's an interesting subject, and just their ability to get these wallets blacklisted. I think, like, obviously Tether knows the don't question Israel. If Israel says block them, you block them. You and I were talking a bit, Timbo. What do you think about this?
Dude, I see it as like, I honestly feel like, and I too, like Massimo, love my life and don't have any plans of leaving anytime soon. But, bro, I feel like it's kind of an awakening, right? Because for the first time, there's open talk about Israel not being the good guy, and we don't need to help them. Why are we continuing to help them? And then you've got them doing this, just putting them in the forefront of the news, and I don't know, bro. It's like we were just talking about since JFK. Was that the place they cemented themselves inside the American government? Was that the time that, like, ever since then we have to worry about everything that's came out of our news and all of our foreign policy? Like, I don't know, man. It really, as someone that likes to think outside the box and really, I'm a firm believer, if it's being talked about, there's in some way, shape, form, or fashion, there's a truth to it, right? Like, whether it be
they're too deep into us. I'll say that. Like, they have too much involvement on too many levels. That is where my issue is. Like, if you look at like some of these different coalitions and boards and groups, and I mean, like leadership committees. Look at everything. Look at pharma. Look at everything, and look at some of the leaders and see where they're dual citizens to. Like, they are so into us. That's the thing that scares me. And not to say that for sure that something's going on, but when you have someone that deep into your pockets, bro, it's and that deep, deeply involved in your system, it can be real easy for things to hit the fan, or for them to be, to be deceitful in a way, and that's it for me. It's like, just, I'm more of the, let's be extra safe than anything, right? I'm the guy that when I mount a TV does a pull up on the mount before I put it on, right? Like extra, like safety first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. Like I feel like like nobody even really talked about it, right? Like them being in the cabinet and in different layers of the government. But you add that to they are in all the media, like they own damn near all the media companies, all the newspapers, all the news, and then the government as well and the banks. It's like, oh my God, bro! Like, how did we let this happen? What the fuck? Like,
Right. I
I
mean,
can
look at the financial
entire.
banking industry. Look at pharma. I mean, everything you said. It's insane.
And you know what? Everybody called Ye crazy when he dropped that picture that had like all the people that were in all these companies that were Jewish and how they all intertwined. Everybody called him crazy. He ain't. I'm not saying he's correct on all of his views, but Ye ain't looking too crazy in some aspects.
No, man.
No,
Ye took some heat, in my opinion. Those maybe somewhat unnecessary.
well, some of
But
the shit he did was batshit crazy. So
No, you're correct. That's why I said I couldn't agree with everything. Like, let me there, but some of the stuff, like Andrew said, bro, he got eviscerated for his Jewish stance. And I mean, look at the music industry, right? They like blackballed him. They tried to blackball Ye. I mean, he was doing outlandish shit. I'm not saying he wasn't, but
we got the bank too.
right, bro. And then the Adidas thing, like and you know, one of the most genius things that I heard about that I seen him do is that he said in an interview, he was like, how do you get out of a contract that you don't want to be in? And they were like, well, if you break the contract, you owe money. He was like, but if you act crazy and they sever a partnership with you, you walk away clean. That's what he said he did with Adidas. And then they had to ask him to come back because they lost like $1 billion in a year or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. The chessboard of life, huh? He took some flack for that, though. I mean, he did come out with an iced out swastika, so I'm not saying he was balling on him. All right, he was making a statement. So I can't like co-sign that, but I just know when he pointed out all these institutions, banks, companies are Jewish controlled. I bet he's feeling some type of satisfaction now. We're about to see the reemergence of Ye on Twitter.
Well, he just launched that rug, didn't he?
He's gonna blame it on fucking BB Nadesanyu, bro, and he's coming back, dude.
it was Kim Kardashian's fault.
Bro, I would blame Israel at this point. I would. Why not? He could probably get away with that.
He could. No, it's an interesting subject, man. You know, we saw Tornado Cash wallets get blacklisted, but it's just showing, right, that like governments are starting to take crypto seriously in some capacity, regardless of how they're signaling it, to where they're having to make stances against it at points in time. So it's an interesting subject to me. And
Hey, and let me ask you this, Andrew, because you're smarter than I am, I think. But like because you made the point, right? Anybody can just go make a fresh wallet. So knowing that, what are they really doing? Are they just making a statement? Are they literally just like ostracizing somebody and putting them on Front Street by doing so? Because you could just blacklist it and not say nothing and probably have more effect than blacklisting and announcing it. But knowing that you can make new wallets and trade under the guise of someone else, I wonder how effective stuff like that will actually be and what they will come out with to circumvent you from just creating a fresh wallet.
well, now they can't use USDT in those wallets, so like the USDT in those wallets is just frozen now.
Oh shoot! Dang.
That's probably part of the USDT business model too, though. You know, you can.
Hey, bro, shout out the U.S. government, dog, for just hijacking people's assets and adding it to the market cap. You feel me?
I think that's all part of the plan for the push, you know, for some of the regulations and stuff that they had. And I know I've heard some people talk about that, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's like with Trump when he was talking about the taxes, he's like, hey, He's like, you don't want me to, he's like, you don't want me to take advantage of the tax system the way I am. He's like, change the damn laws. He's like, I was like, I'll abide then, but until then, like, I'm gonna do the same thing that all the smart people are doing. Well, I don't know if this is any different, right? Or they're like, hey, you don't want us to be able to do this shit, then okay, like, let's talk.
Oh man, I don't blame Trump for the amount of taxes he's paid. Like, the tax laws were in existence before Trump had any kind of real political power. So, like, dude, take it up. But the politicians have been in power for years.
They're and I'm not going to say the politician, but because I want to quote him a lot, because I had a conversation with this guy numerous times, but he told me, like, straight up looked at me and said this. Everyone goes, "It is your God-given right as an American to keep every single tax dollar that you can."
No,
Amen. Hey, when I was living in Texas, I found out that 80% of the oil field under Obama quit paying taxes because they were doing stuff with the money they didn't support. So like 80% of the oil field workers out there that are 1099 and all their own contract, bro, they quit paying. They just stopped. Like my cousin, R.I.P. Daniel, he was working out on them rigs. He said he stopped paying in like 16 because I asked him about it. I was like, bro, you pay taxes? He was like, fuck
on your house and your car and all that other stuff.
Do what?
I said that's great until they
I know
your house and car and I'll tell you, bro, you can go 5, 6, 7 years without paying taxes before they come after you, and then when they do, it's not good.
Yeah, ask Eddie Murphy. He didn't like it.
What's his name? Wesley Snipes. Shakira,
oh yeah, that's what I meant.
All of them.
MC Hammer.
Hey, bro, you know what? Like, I don't blame them trying to keep the money, but like, you got to be smarter than that.
Right. And I was gonna tell y'all, how do y'all feel about, because I just seen a recent picture. It was last night. They were passing a bill in the Senate, right? And it was on Lockheed. It was something to do with Lockheed Martin and Boeing. Bro, there is a senator literally before the vote gets passed opening a trade. He has his phone and his laptop open on a trade and a chart, bro. Like, when does this shit get to be too much? Like, when do we stop letting the people that pass these laws, when do we let them stop trading? Like, that's who I think we should blacklist.
Really quick about it, because I love to hear other people's takes, but personally, it's kind of like a two-sided sword for me. Like, number one, I don't necessarily feel like they should be able to trade the way that they do, right? I know they've talking about like basically just completely shutting it down and stuff, things like that. That my big concern though is like, bro, you know what they're doing with this freaking money, right? Like look at all the bullshit that Pelosi was able to pull off and all the stuff. Like, she wouldn't be able to do that unless she had millions of dollars that she sure as hell didn't get from her government job, Like, it's like to me, it's like drug money, right? Like, they're making this money illegally and they're going to do some bad shit with it.
It's a good way to wash money too if you're paid for something.
Hey guys, I'm going to take advantage of this break to go pee real quick. I'll be right back.
Tenfo. Damn, you're sitting pretty on your chips too, bro. You got the highest chip count on the freaking table. Let's go, Brody.
Let's go, Andrew.
But yeah, Massimo, I don't know, bro. I just like, if it was I can't imagine, like, if we put a listening device in the Senate so we could hear what they're voting on and then we trade based on that knowledge, like that, I'd get in trouble. But I don't know, man.
You sound like you're from Isreal, bro. You're talking about fucking listening devices and shit.
I'm trying to give somebody a pager.
Hey, hold on 1 second. I'm walking outside to get my daughter off the bus, and I can't bring my laptop too far off, or else we disconnect.
Don't do that.
Mm-mm. So I'm gonna leave it up here, but I'm gonna mute myself. I'll be back in a few minutes as soon as I get her home.
Hermit, what are you doing?
Just chilling. I'm just waiting for things. And yeah, other than that, I'm just chilling, looking at what am I looking at? I'm looking at my wallets to see if any of my bajillion coins have decided to take off again. You know how that goes.
Oh yes, the old check and pray. I know that one all too well, my friend.
Well, I think I just need to get into a better habit of just being like with the ones that are pretty much dead. Just putting a sell order at some point, just being like, all right, this is my sell order. If it decides to ever take off, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me is the best move, because half the time, dude, there's times you and I both know, like there are tokens out there that just randomly get the old pump and dump, and you want to get at least something, and then you know get something out of it at that point, because it's like it'll happen when you're asleep or something. That's always the worst part, is when it happens when you're asleep.
Yeah, bro. I once I learned how to set take profits, and like sometimes they screw me over, but uh my wife, we had just got our computer and started using Axiom, and we set our only take profit trigger was to take our initials out, and we literally bought a coin and forgot about it, and we looked at it 3 days later. We bought it at 130K, and I forgot that it was like our first ever transaction on Axiom. Bro, we bought USDC at 130. It took initials at 300, and she only bought $6. And when we looked at it, it was at like 7 million. She made 150 bucks on it. But I've also been in them where if all you do is set your take profit for your initials out, some of them, that's all you damn get. If you don't set your take,
Oh
like
yeah,
your certain take profits right. But
yeah.
I'm still strategizing on what's the best take profit strategy. I have 3 different like preset take profits in my lab trade and in my bull-X that I use sometimes. And depending on how hard I think the token will run, I have like a 2 to 6x, a 5 to 10x, and then a 10x in upsetting. But I still don't know what works best. Fuck, I'm still learning.
Well, how about this? Instead of doing like I want to get a 6x on this, or 10x or whatever, think about more market cap type stuff. So it would be more
Right.
like, okay, because you and I both know, and you're in the trenches way more than I am, but even if coins run, they still have to break psychological barriers. And usually, like the first one is, let's just say it's 500K, or then it gets to be 1 million. And then you're like, okay, next one is 5 million or 10 million. Then it's 100 million, that type of deal. And then just be like, try to take profits in that fashion, as opposed to, I want to 5x this, because then it's like, if it does, let's just like you said, um you bought in USDUC at 130K, you got your initials out, which, like, that's fine. Like, you can do the 2x sell and get your initials out, or 3x sell and get your initials out. But then, you know let's just pretend it only went up to 1.3 million, but you're like, yeah, you know what, I'll set my next target at a 15x or something like that, and that would have been past, you know still would have been past 1.3 million. But if you had done a take profit at like 1 million market cap, no, you didn't sell the exact top, but you still got some of your profit. You got additional profits after you hit the that market cap. Like, I think that, or like, find resistances. Like, I don't know, I'm sure there's some sort of whatever, where it's like you got your psychological or for whatever reason, just regular, there's just resistance at certain locations and, or like the big wallets, like if you can track like big wallets that have a tendency to do really well and maybe like be like, okay, they got in here, they generally take profits here or at this point, so this is where I'm going to take profits because let's just say they want to get their 5x, but their 5x is your 4x, and you're just like, all right, so I'm going to set my take profit at this point, or like right before they do. I think that would probably be one of the better options.
No, those are both fire strategies. I'm gonna start thinking about that. Yeah, and with USDUC, bro, I paper handed a good chunk of money because that ran to 50 plus million. So I didn't sometimes you don't know the potential when it's there, We all I think have been in that position before where we sold too early, but yeah, bro, I could have had a good grip of money off $6. That would have been amazing. She was like, I made how much? I was like, baby, you just cleared $159 on your trade of $6. She was like, I know, I did that. I was like, okay, babe, thanks. You didn't even know you bought the fucking coin. But we literally forgot about it. It was like it was on a different tab of my computer on Axiom instead of being on my original wall. It was so weird, bro. We had literally forgot we had bought that coin. But yeah, man. Good shit. I appreciate it, Hermie. I'm gonna start thinking about that when I'm taking set and take profits instead of like doing a percentage or a certain X. Look for certain market cap milestones and set it according to that. Because you are right, there is a psych level that comes along with these levels. My bad, Andrew, for talking. I see you just raked in that good pot too, bro. Good shit. Andrew, Dad.
Your dad
Oh,
left
my
you a
bad, my
long
bad.
time
I
ago,
ran away
10 Pro.
real quick. I just realized I was out of blunts.
Oh shoot, dude! I'm sending you some right now.
I appreciate it. But no, you guys are good. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys keeping everything rolling for me. Just
If
a
you
quick.
see, oh, go ahead. My bad.
I was gonna say a quick tournament update. I am. Oh man, we're having problems stirring the pump again. But we have. Oh, let me raise this real quick. So 71 players left, 41 paid. I'm in fifth. So looking pretty solid here, guys. I'm gonna let this guy steal this one. I might have been ahead there, but I feel like I was slipping.
Where's the AC at?
Oh yeah, where is the AC?
It's not getting P at this point, I'll tell you that. P can be whatever you want it to be at this point.
Pump just does not want to cooperate with me today.
I will say I'm buying some more Get P though, because that's a good deal to get some free publicity for holding a 1%.
He's hustling, man.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out this live stream here, guys, for Pump. Green go live. Failed to create stream. Maybe I need to update the app or something.
What's the next topic?
Next topic. Let me grab my other phone. Oh, so the next topic is Fidelity. They predict that 25% of Bitcoin supply will be locked in illiquid areas like MicroStrategy, governments, all that good stuff by the end of 2025. You guys think that's possible at all?
My opinion, I mean, it's possible. Will it happen? No, I don't think it will. And because we talked about how much was already locked up yesterday, didn't we? Or like, seemed like it was like 11% or 12% in
Yeah,
institutions.
12% currently.
And is that just institutions, or is that like institutions and like countries and all that stuff?
It's a collective of all that.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, basically, there needs to be a double up at that point. And that's a lot of cheese that's going to be put into a Bitcoin. So some things would have to happen for that, I think, to actually occur. So yeah, it could happen, but I wouldn't, like, if this was a polymarket bet, I'm saying no. Like, it just doesn't, to me, make sense that it would happen like that.
No, that's a good perspective. It's a lot of liquidity that it's going to take to pump it there or to come in, right? Like pretty much like you're talking about all the nations, MicroStrategy, all those people that are accumulating. Obviously, there's going to be some more that probably come in, but for the most part, all those people are going to have to almost double what they hold. Like that's quite a bit, quite a bit of holding, quite a bit of buying.
And that question then comes, where does all that money come from? Like, people are going to have to sell something else to get the money for that. So, yeah, and that's just another whatever. But then I was thinking, you know, you got everybody just sitting on it. And obviously it'll go up, but then I was just like, why wouldn't they do like liquidity pools and all that stuff? But then I was just like, all right, well, like the LPs could end up being like all fiat or all USDT and no Bitcoin at the end, you know? So that it's like they were hoping to just hold certain amounts of Bitcoin, or like this is how much they want to hold or something like that. After I thought about it more, I'm like, all right, if all they want to do is hold Bitcoin, they probably don't want to do LPs or anything like that. So I kind of answered my own question.
That's actually a great point that I hadn't considered, though. You know, because I've always assumed that they probably would get to doing LPs, but if the impermanent loss that could turn into permanent loss of your Bitcoin by providing LP is a real concern. So we might not even see like the MicroStrategies and them start even being interested in providing LP until Bitcoin's in the $5 to $10 million range, to where they're going to be okay with fees. And at that point in time, I think Bitcoin would be a lot more stable to where you're not gonna see it go on a big 20, 30, 50, 100% move and lose a bunch of your coins along the way.
Yeah, and I never really think too much about impermanent loss. Like, if I do LP stuff, like, I'm always just making sure that like my LP stuff is in things that I wouldn't mind holding. So it's like, all right, I'm just gonna accumulate. Like, that's all I want to do is accumulate more or something. Clutch talked about it, like what he was doing in the Bears. Like, he'd make profit trading, take some of the profit, pay for stuff, take the other profits, buy more like Solana or whatever, and then just put it in an LP. So at that point, like, you're just getting more and more Solana, in terms of in regards to like fees and stuff like that. So
No, yeah, that makes sense. Like, and it all depends on your strategy. You know, if you don't mind having the underlying asset in that situation, which you probably don't mind, it's okay. But I think if you're like micro strategy, you kind of mind if you end up with a bunch of USDT and some fees and stuff after you put your Bitcoin and your USDT up.
but yeah, 100%. Yeah, strategy, dude. I don't like strategy is just a whole different animal. That and BlackRock.
No, for sure. Anybody else got any thoughts on this?
Oh,
I
you're
know
talking about
Massimo
institutional.
went to
My
go.
bad.
No, I was gonna say Massimo's going to Garrett's kid. Be go ahead, Jimbo.
I seen I can't remember the damn name of the company, Galaxy Digital or something like that. I seen they bought over 100 million in Solana over the last 24 hours or 48 hours. Like people are stacking up, bro. Like that. I know it's not huge money compared to some of these other companies, but seeing them buying at these levels is definitely bullish to me.
Yeah, I mean, we need a big inflow to really pump Solana at this point in time. You know, it's I want to say what $134 billion market cap, so 100 million bullish, and it's a good sign. But you know that's not sending us to the levels we talk about.
Right. There's gonna have to be some big catalyst, bro. There's gonna have to be like a huge onboarding, right? It's not gonna be like I think when we're gonna like see a change and when one of these catalysts happens, whatever it may be, whatever it looks like, whether it's somebody of influence dropping another token on Solana or whatever it is, but I think when Solana busts that $300 to $400 range and starts trying to like actually compete with BNB and some of these other big alts, that's
My
when
bad.
I
I gotta.
are good.
Oh yeah. I just said I was in I'm in a Bitcoin long here. I long the 200 on the 1 minute, and we are cooking. But the volatility just got low, so I think I'm just gonna at least close out a 50% of this and move my stop loss up considerably, because I feel like I got to be up a nice little chunk here. I got to log into my coin catch. I opened the trade almost right when we started the show today. Let's see where we're at here, baby. Let me get some both ways. Damn. Yes, I'm up 50% here. I'm gonna close it out. I'm gonna take my profits. I'm happy. There we go, baby. I'm sure y'all heard that. I'm just gonna flat here with nines. I'm not sure what I should do.
Go all in, bro.
Oh, 8, 9, 10. All right, I'm gonna bet 6.69. But I did just close out that trade, guys. Sorry I couldn't call it on the show here. I don't know if I believe this nigga's got a 10. Seriously, bro. All right, let's go at the max shove and hope for the best here. Oh, maybe I ran into a 10. Queens. Oh, that's nasty. You trapped me with the flat there. Big hand for that guy. Well played. I got another topic here. Oh, American Express. They launched an NFT on Base that gives you travel stamps when you travel and stuff. You guys think there's any chance we're gonna see some NFTs heat up? Oh, we lost everybody.
I think there is a chance that this is a sign we should be taking as to understand that, look, big money's not going to miss out on this, right? Like they're not. And anytime we see, a big organization or a financial institution like this take a step like that, like it's got to be bullish as fuck for crypto, like in whatever way you look at it, or Web3 overall, right?
No, I think so. And I think it goes back to the point that, like, hey, we're not necessarily going to get rich off all this technology that gets used, but showing that it gets used is showing legitimacy in the assets that we own in general.
Damn it. There's a question I was just about to ask, and I let you talk 5 seconds too long, and I forgot it.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's my fault, man. Me and my damn neural brain, man.
Yeah.
It happens a good 5 to 10 times a day to where I'm like, I got a real good question or a real good point or something. And then it's like time for me to say it. And I'm like, the fuck, bro, I need to put my little notebook back in my pocket that I used to carry around and just literally scribble it up.
I do that still actually a lot. I get my ideas down so I don't forget them, even if I'm in conversation with somebody.
It's one of the most difficult adjustments for me, like with my actual neurological disorder, because honestly, I had in honor of Charlie Kirk, I will say I didn't have a cyclopedian brain like him, so where you just read something and remember it. But dude, I could be writing a memoir, holding a conversation, and like painting my daughter's fingernails at the same time and be good and remember everything, like every minute with all day. And I just took that for granted, because now it's like, yeah, I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember this, remember this. And I'm normally big, on note taking and stuff and things like that. Like, but shit, man, that's been a hard adjustment. When you have a steel memory your whole life and all of a sudden you can't remember random shit, like in a short-term period of time, that's hard to shift.
Oh, I can imagine. I've never had a memory like that.
I'll say I'll forget stuff, and either I'll try to figure it out, but eventually I just go, yeah, you know what, it'll come back to me, and I'll start doing something else, and then lo and behold, whatever it is that I wanted to do or think or talk about, or it just does, it comes back. So thankfully, that still happens for me. Like, I can just be like, all right, well.
Let me know how you do that, all right?
Well, sometimes it's like doing something so it's like basically going back to doing what I was already doing when I actually thought of it. Because then it's like, if I thought of something and then I go, but I was cleaning. Let's just say I was cleaning something, and I'll forget, because I'll be like, oh man, I really want to go check this out. Let me look this up when I get a chance, and then I get distracted by something else, and then I'm like, man, what was I gonna go do? And then it's just kind of and then it just comes back. I can't explain it, but it just does. for example, like today, Clutch was talking about, shooting people co-hosts or whatever, and he's like, I'll shoot co-hosts to people, you know, like seniority wise type of deal. And before I didn't just blurt out, it also helps to have a great signal, like phone signal, like your Wi-Fi is good or whatever. And I started talking, like I completely spaced what I wanted to talk about, which was that. But then I started talking about other things, and then boom, it came back to me. So yeah, sometimes you're probably better off writing it down in a notebook, honestly. But for me, it's just stuff comes back to me. So, and if it doesn't, it probably wasn't important enough.
Right.
Like that's how I've always looked at it.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. It's funny how like a quick story. I called a family meeting. This was like early on in my disease, before I fully knew exactly what was going on. But I legitimately called a family meeting, in different words, essentially to ask my wife and daughters, like, why do you guys make my life more difficult by like moving off my shit constantly, putting this stuff here and there? And I'm like, and I literally just, in a very positive way, was like, Daddy needs you guys' help. Like, I have a system, and, when you move this or don't put that back, like it throws my system off. I'm like, and I need you guys to help me. And my wife is like, is that what you've been like, seeming so frustrated about sometimes when you're walking around? I was like, yes, and I'm like, I'm trying not to like, let that anger come to the family. And she's like, okay. She goes, remember when you told me certain signs and certain things that like could happen as these change and this and that? And she's like, yeah. She's like, this is one of those moments, like you've been moving all those yourself every single time. And I'm like, are you shitting me? I was like, ladies, hug me. I'm sorry. It's real.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it would be crazy to deal with.
Oh, sorry for the noise. I need to mute myself. I'm next door. I'm one of my daughter's best friends, and actually my wife's best friend, mother-daughter combo. They're next door neighbors, and I'm doing wallpaper in the little girl's bedroom for her birthday.
That's cool, man. We'll
Nice.
hold it down here. How you doing? Getting EAC?
Yo. Yeah, just made it to like 2 shill spaces, and then I got to jump in here still. So glad that I made it.
I shilled get P for you.
You did a great job, bro. And yo, shout out Computer Scrap Guy, Hash, and my newest partner to be, Surge, and
Nice.
soon to be Hermit.
EAC, can I say something real quick?
Soon to be Maximo. Soon to be Andrew. Get you there, boys. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, see, I'm on board with anything that you want to do, man. You had said like, Surge is one of the newest members, right? You two are two of the most genuine and positive people that I've met in crypto. And what I like honestly the most about you guys is you are unapologetically you, right? Meaning you guys have a unique way about yourself. You have obviously strong beliefs, and pair that with like 2 of the hardest work ethics I've ever seen. So whatever you need from me, bro, the answer is going to be yes.
I mean, sweet, bro. Like, yeah, it's super simple, and it's good value for anyone that does it. You just hold 10 million get P, and I add you to the alpha chat. You get airdropped the NFT when I drop it on Bond. I shill you every day in space, shout you out, throw you up in my live streaming right now on X on Pump. Whatever project you want me to push, I'm pushing it. I schedule your posts into my X feed. You know, I grinded for my X account. I got like, I got like 20K followers almost. Go ahead, sorry.
With MKU and Timbo and stuff. But I want to talk to you about Lotto as well. We're gonna we have poker tonight, by the way, Andrew. If you want to bring your fucking ringer ass in there and ruin it for everyone, I'll allow it. But we got some tough competition there. And no, I'm gonna have a conversation with the group and guys, you know, about
your daughter's on a roll. She might embarrass me.
No, man. You know what? They so you know how kids have don't exactly have the longest attention spans when it comes to things sometimes, right? And so they're still into it and they want, I don't know, but honestly, since school started back up, it's been harder for them to play. I wake my oldest up at 5:50 in the morning for school. I need to leave at like 7:15 with her. So she's up by 6 o'clock, like, you know, she gets a 10-minute snooze. And then my youngest wakes up at like 7:30. So it's just hard sometimes when they don't start till 9 Eastern. Like they need to be there. They need to get their asses in bed right now. So you got better chances with her not being there tonight.
I like it.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys heard my latest kind of like, I just woke up and had this idea and would love to pitch it again and get your feedback on it because I think it's a great idea. And for everyone that's listening too, if you don't mind, Andrew.
Go for it, homie. Just a quick update before you pitch a tournament update for everybody. There's 49 players left, 41 places paid. I'm in 29th. The CSOP token has 50% of my profits in this. 25% are going towards future tournaments to play to pump the CSOP chart. So if you're following from the CSOP stream, you might want to double down on your bag. It feels like free money here. You know, we're getting close to the money. So that means we're going to have another tournament or two at least to fire at this. And maybe I get some run good. I got some work to do to make the final table still. But maybe I get some run good to make the final table. But EAC, homie, the mic is yours, bro.
Yeah, bro. So my goal is for Get P is to push the token to bond. And if it bonds and goes back down to like 10K market cap, that's fine. But I'd rather like build it up to like the floor as we go, get rid of the snipers. And some got out last night. As soon as I saw them Jeep, I went in with all the creator rewards and I bought up the supply. And the token's really not like about like earning the creator rewards and putting that in my pocket and trying to pay bills or whatever. But I want that token bonded so I can pair it with an NFT collection when I launch, when OpenSea launches Solana NFTs, that brand of GetP NFTs paired with the contract from Pump it's like a beautiful contract. You get like listed as a Pump Fund token. So that just alone is like a solid brand. So my ideas here is like, how do I make more creator fees and give them back to the community and incentivize people to make those fees? So what I came up with this morning was 50-50 draw every week. So if you swap in $5 minimum, swap out, you can swap in or swap in a bunch. You get, every time you do that, your wallet gets added as a ticket to get the 50% of the creator rewards every week. I'll do the draw, do it live on Space. And that's just a way to incentivize people to do the swap in, swap outs and earn those creator fees. It gets trending on Pump Fund, more people buy in, and it's a flywheel effect. And then, so the 7% that I've accumulated in the dev wallet, that'll be the grand prize when we hit bond. So if you're one of the top 10 holders, when the token bonds out, you're entered in to win that 50% of that grand prize. And then the other 50% will go to creating the NFT collection and things that I do with that collection. So that could be like a major prize, 7% of the token at bond at 100K market cap. I'd have to do the math on it to see, but to be in that top 10. So I just thought that was a kind of fun way, and shout out the people that are listening, to incentivize people that the creator rewards are going back into the token. So yeah, I'd love to get your guys' thoughts and feedback on that.
I think it's a good idea, man. I like it all around, to be honest. I think you're doing a good job of just keeping it fresh and being creative as a way to bring buyers in, and then also get them to want to hold.
Yeah, bro, and I like that you're kind of that we're feeding off each other. Like you're offering the 1% too. I definitely want to get on your partnered with that. So I just got to swap some funds around and get that while it's still cheap. Get that dope.
Get that dope off cheap, baby.
You better do it before I grab another 1% EAC.
Run it up on them.
All right, man. All right, pressure's on now.
No, I'll anyone in the community that doesn't have one yet gets their chance to get one before someone gets a second. That's at least what I'm going to say.
Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna get on that. I'm trying to get some work done here, but I got to make a couple swaps around to make sure I can get that money. But it's on my list of things to do.
Damn it! There's something I just was about to. Oh, how much? What does 10% of your coin currently cost right now?
The market cap's right around Andrew's, so I can look that up right now. But I think it's around $150.
You mean 1%?
Oh, I thought he said 10%.
EAC? Or maybe he said 10%. Maybe I'm tripping.
No, it's just 1%, but that's 10 million.
Yes, okay, that was the 10. I swear you said 10%, but then again, I'm maybe crazy. So I didn't know if it was structured differently or whatnot. But okay, cool. I got you. I'm gonna. I got a board of directors call with the Lotto community here at in a half hour. So the opportunity would be great. Andrew, I'm going to talk about poker platform. Would you do me a favor and just text me a link to it or something to it that I can just pull up into my space when you have a chance? No rush.
Yeah, I got you. I'll do that for sure.
And EAC, I'll if you.
I did the math. $115.
Awesome. Well, I'll grab that myself here, no problem. In a few, literally as soon as I get all this shit off my fingers. But I have a conversation and see as well about getting some other folks involved. And we go from there. But if you have like a white paper or something that I've seen you post up that talks about everything that involves in that, correct?
My Get P white paper is super simple. Bond this MFer, launch an NFT collection. Get P, it's super simple. I want to keep it simple for the degens.
I mean, do you have something that outlines what, for example, you just labeled or listed a bunch of things that come with, within that partnership. If you have the 1%, do you have something that labels?
Yeah, no, for sure. I got that for you. That advertisement on everything that you get. And I'll send that to you.
And it's not that, just so you know, that this is nothing to do with a lack of trust or faith. It is a lack of my ability to remember everything and detail it to them.
Oh no, it's all good, bro. Yeah, I'll send that to you right now.
When we have team projects, right? And someone's, going in low market cap, I don't even know what Andrew's coin is at. I didn't even look at it. I just bought it, and when I know that, there's going to be good people involved and it's not going to get rugged, I'm not worried about that stuff. The one thing I do want to see happen more often though is, I'm not going to sell a team play that is still in the works or still doing something. However, I do understand that things come up, right? I think what we need to make sure as a community is that if we're working each other's coins, that if someone does need to sell, just let them know, prior to you selling, because there's always potential, that someone wants to OTC out, right? And we had someone that was, great member of the community, and had some really, this was a coin I worked with a while back, and had some pretty bad, I mean, they had some legitimate issues and shit happen, right? And it was right after we dropped a little bit. And, they sold, like $50 because they needed it for something. And then they reached out and they're like, hey, I need, that $50 like right now, like today. So I did that. They're like, but he's like, over the course of the next week, I'm going to need every single penny. He's like, and, he's like, we're on a dip and this and that. And look, we freaking OTC'd him at 125%, like, because we knew where it was going to go. You know what I mean? And it worked out a lot better. So it's always in your advantage when you're part of a team play to reach out. And look, like, for example, I have a buddy that I'd sent some lotto to a while back, and he told me, he's like, hey man, he's like, I need to sell, like, and I'm like, that's fine, go ahead, like, we'll just buy it. Like, in some cases you just rather buy the chart, but that's just something I wanted to while it was on my mind, right?
No, that's important to note that especially if you're in the circle, there's generally somebody that'll scoop the supply OTC, and it's generally a win for everybody that way.
Pump spade it nice too. Like, it's the selling of the token. Like, a streamer doesn't even need to like sell their token because they get the creator rewards, and like Andrew was kind of saying before, like, if people sell out, then it gives kind of people that were looking at it as opportunities to buy in, and it creates more rewards. So it's kind of a good thing. But yeah, it's never good for charts to see a dump. And yeah, as soon as I seen those snipers dump on Get P last night, I was like, oh, UMFers, like, I had to do the buyback, bro. I'm pushing this to bond, man. They're just killing me for profits. So and on the decks, it's actually kind of cool. You can see who sniped your coin.
That's tight.
Dude, how much has Dex changed since, like, just a year ago? Like, it's insane all the different tools and things it can do now.
It is. Hey guys, update on the tournament. There's 43 players left, 41 paid. I'm in 38, so it's gonna be a battle to make the money after a couple of these. And I just got re-raised. I gotta fold here just so I can try to fold my way to the money and keep the dream alive. My bad, but yeah, Dex has come a super long way.
I tell you, one day my daughter was on a field trip for school, and this was like last year when I first kind of introduced her and got her into crypto, and I got a phone call from her school, and they said that she took her phone into the bathroom, like, on this field trip, and someone was like asking her straight up, like, what were you doing? And she's like, well, I just wanted to look at something. And they're like, well, what were you looking at? They're like, let me see your phone. She's like, I'll show you. They're like, what is Dex Screener? She was literally looking at a chart for the coin that she owns on a field trip in the bathroom.
That's
and
awesome.
They called and they're like, we don't know what this is. And I was like, all right, listen, I'm like, my daughters invest their, their, I don't want to say, God, see, I'm drawing a blank now. What's it called when you, chores? They don't have like chore money, but they do earn money and stuff. I was like, yeah, my daughters invest their chore money. Like, she was looking, and the teacher was like, I don't even know how to respond to that. I was like, just know it could have been something worse she was looking at. I was like, but I'll address it. I'm like, she does not need to be looking at her freaking crypto on a field trip and bathroom.
I don't blame her, bro. We're all guilty of it. I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I'll be straight up transparent about it. I wake up and I just go to my phone.
There is not a single person that is on our spaces that does not do that, EAC. It's okay. We're all invested too heavily not to look at that right when we wake up, or at 1 a.m. or 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. or all of the above.
All right, bro. I feel better now. It's not just me.
All right, babe. Oh man, I'm on the money bubble. I think I can fold. I think I can find a fold here. I just hope somebody goes out before me, so I at least make the money here. Oh, probably should have got in there. If we were in the bubble, and if I wasn't trying to keep the dream alive for CSOP, I would have folded. Or I probably would have just shoved it in. But hoping somebody busts this hand, so we're one from the money, guys. And I am the second smallest stack in the tournament, so I have a shot at making money, and somebody else might make a mistake.
All right, you ready for my coach's pep talk?
Let's hear it.
You've come this far, Andrew. The last thing that I want to see from you is that you're playing scared or playing not to win or not to lose, right? Play to win. Play like you're in first place. Let's go.
Let's go. Well, here I'm probably
Give it a chair, bro. That's all you need. Give it a chair.
Lots of us said play to win. We're on the money bubble. I have ace king. I'm gonna risk bubble in here after Massimo's speech. CSOP for the win, baby. A to the K. Get in the way. I'll bring Dre and then with me. Of course, I get at least one call here. But
the only card you need is the ace of spades. Let's go.
8K. I didn't even see it was suited. A to the K way ahead. A to the K. A to the K. A to the K.
Oh, boom. Straight, bro. Didn't even go with the flush.
Possible.
Hey, did I call it? The only card that you need was the ace of spades, bro. I just called that.
Massimo, the best motivator in the game. EAC, seeing the run out before it comes.
That was all you, man. That had nothing to do with me. You had it in you.
Now I got some chips to play with. They do not want to deal with me in this tournament. I'll tell you that much. I get one more double up. I'm winning the whole thing.
Bro, you're not. Are you on YouTube? Play us out with Motorhead Ace of Spades.
It won't let me play it while I stream the table.
Yo, so a guy told me about a free stream platform. If you're interested, I'm gonna check it out.
Oh, we made the money. That hand was the bust hand too. Wow. Yeah, but yeah, tell us about EAC.
He just said it's free and you can do what we're doing here, and it's called Meld. So I don't know more than that. But anyone that's like listening, and the reason you're not like streaming is because you don't want to pay a subscription, check out Meld, MELD.
What's up, hash landsidevictory.soul. Appreciate all the love in the comments today, homie. You're the man, bro. We still got to get you here on stream.
Yo, and Hash is a partner of Get P, so shout out Hash. Appreciate you, bro. One of the first partners.
One of the first partners to get some P. I've been trading the Get P chart, but now I'm going to have to just, instead of trading, just trade and accumulate 1%. I'll probably hold like 2% so I can have 1% to trade with and 1% just to hold.
Yeah, bro. I mean, play that chart. Don't mind you cheating on the snipers. They're not holding P. They're getting P to get profits. So I want my homies to get profits too. But long term, I want to hold 1% of dope, and I want you to hold 1% of Get P because I want you on that partners list.
I'm with it. Got to get some pay. Honestly, I wish I would have fired bigger at P the first time, but like it was just like you were talking about it on the space, and I didn't want to get front ran or something, so I only fired like half a soul.
No, I should have gone back in time. Could have launched it differently, but it's launched. There's only like one sniper left, and so it's not in a bad spot, but definitely that's kind of the one of the most important times of a token is the launch. But
For sure.
got to find that secret sauce, because it can't be all just that, or that is another environment for rugs. Like if people are only getting the rewards when they first launch, then we want sustainable projects with real brands that build on pump. So that's what I'm doing, leading by example. Get P.
I like it. Get some P. We're in the money here, baby. We're guaranteed another chance at a CSOP run up here. Some other big news: I got approved for staking on Stake Kings, where poker players at. So I'm going to be putting together some staking packages on there for some live events and all that good stuff too. So I will keep everybody posted with that. King Deuce with the fold around to me. I might just have to throw it in, hope for the best. Raises, lumps, I fold. Folds to me, I go. I go. King high with 4 big blinds. If I steal it, I feel good. If I double up, I feel better. Oh, King Deuce, good, baby. King good, baby. King good, baby.
Real quick, Solana chart hasn't caught back up to Bitcoin on this move yet, and it's been trading kind of with it throughout. Bitcoin looks like it's just slowly but surely making more room to the upside, and there is already room for Solana. So this could we could get a bump up here. I'm in longs since, well, I've been in and out of longs a bunch, but I scaled some on this last pop and this and that, and then when we retested that like 3 or 237.50 ish area just recently, I put in a high leverage long that I'm just going to scalp the shit out of while I still have my swings. But it looks like it's about to make a little leg up here across 239.
That would make sense.
But like, I think it's going to happen fast. Like, meaning once the move starts, it's going to rip.
Dude, this soul chart is actually looks like it's like I just pulled this up over here, like, and I got it on the 1 minute, but like there was major accumulation at this level on the 1 minute. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, the longer it takes for this run up to happen, the less strong I'll feel about it. Like, as far as like, the speed or the quickness. But I think we're gonna get a full point move here within the next freaking 90 seconds if it keeps moving, if this volume doesn't stop.
yeah, that's a good catch, Massimo. I think that one's gonna take off for sure. All in with King Jack, baby, blind versus blind. I'm probably ahead here. These fools be calling me with everything too. They just want to let me go on a run and take this thing down. These fools be calling me with everything. Flush, King high. It's mine.
They just want me to win this tournament. Man, I wish I would have caught Solana just a little bit lower. Actually, we're getting a little pullback candle here. Maybe we get a chance to long the 21 on the 1 minute. All right, we're getting a little pullback. I think I'm going to long this 21. I might just, dang, we're not getting it. It just keeps getting wicked up. Okay, there we go. All right, I got a low leverage long in here, only 10x on Solana. I'm just going to try to scrape the move because I think you're right, Massimo. I think we take a shot up here. This is the most degenerate stream in poker we play, or in crypto and poker. We play poker while trading crypto, while talking crypto, talking world events. 5-minute break, guys. I'm going to go pee real quick. I'll be right back.
You heard Andrew. He's going to get pee. He'll be right back.
I'm back. I'm back.
You went to get P?
You have to get some pay.
Yeah, I got to jump on my board of
Gotta
directors
take a
chat, our call with Lotto. I'll catch you guys later this evening. We got Motivate University at 7 p.m. Eastern if you're around, but I'll chat with you guys.
Sweet, bro. Yeah, I look forward to it, man. The spaces are really great, bro. So if anyone hasn't heard like Massimo's space, I'm live streaming it, but it's great motivation. You're a great speaker, bro. Talk to you later.
Appreciate you guys.
Later, homie. Peace out, bro. Let me give a little tournament update now. We're back from break. I got a lot of work to do. 41 places paid, so we're in the money. 35 left. I'm 32nd.
Chip in a chair, bro. Chip in a chair.
That's all it takes.
That I see too many people. They are just like feel like they have to go all in because they get low in chips. But I've seriously come back from just that, a chip in a chair.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of playability in a small stack once you kind of learn the situations. I could really use like 2 double ups here, and I'd be feeling great. I mean, 2 double ups makes me chip leader at my table, so. That's why I'm pretty much always comfortable in these type of tournaments. And this table is just calling me so bad. So like they're giving me opportunities to double up with better hands. So a little bit of run good, man. I make this final table and maybe ship this thing.
When you get a chance, Andrew, check your DMs on Telegram.
Oh, for sure I will.
Do you have another topic you want us to talk about, Andrew?
Man, that was really the last one. I mean, feel free to fill everybody in on anything you got cooking.
Well, I will say it. We'll be doing some document streams at some point. So what we do with those streams, I have no clue. I'm going to talk about it with a few people, but be on the lookout for those. And yeah.
I'm shoving here with ace queen, baby.
That's exciting, bro. Like, definitely, I think there's a lot that you can do with the Groktimus stream, especially with the AI and what you can do with AI. So,
That's
a lot you
actually
can
what I
do
was
with
out here.
Groktimus.
I was wondering if you're going to do something with AI for the Groktimus stream.
And I have to assume like Groktimus is definitely bonded, right? So
Ace queen, baby, ace queen. Need an ace queen diamond. Oh, I whiffed. Well, that was my final hand, but we keep the dream alive here. 194. So the project gets the buy-in back, and then $45. I get $45, and we got the project gets the 45 will go in the chart, and then project I have another $100 buy-in. I'll take $45 for playing today. So I'll move that into the chart a little bit later, guys, and we'll take another $100 shot at this one, baby, or one of these.
Nice, bro. Congratulations. Glad that I made it here to see that epic win with that ace of spades, the only card you need. Look forward to tomorrow. Both spaces. Shout out Clutch and the Clutch Foundation. One child that goes missing or gets exploited is one child too many. So swap in and out of the Clutch Foundation. The 6% tax goes to the International Center for Missing and Exploited Children. And that's an example of a shill that you get if you're a GetP partner. Clutch quite isn't there yet, but he's getting them for free just because he's Clutch. But that's the only special case. Everyone else, GetP.
Clutch is a special case. All right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up, unless you got any final words for the stream, Hermit.
I do not have any final words. Get P means get promotion, get pushed, stuff like that. That's it. Groktimus, just get yourself a little bag and we'll figure it out.
Already got my bag ready. Ready for Mars, baby.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap this up. Hermit, I hit your DMs, so hit me back whenever you get a chance, and I will see everybody on some spaces later tonight, I'm sure. And then tomorrow morning we got the RWA space going live at 9 a.m. Eastern. It'll be, out of our crew, it'll be the space that kicks the day off. I'm excited, man. It's going to be a fun one. So we'll
so that didn't happen this morning. That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah. I pushed it back one day just because I wanted a little more planning.
Sweet, bro. I'm going to go to bed early tonight.
Everybody better get in bed early tonight. Day start early tomorrow. All right, peace out, guys. I'll see everybody later.